Hey guys, this is Punisher from WalkingDeadArmy.com, and don't revive me, bro. And I put out something on Twitter today, and I kind of got some reaction to it, so I wanted to talk about it tonight. And that was just kind of how I feel about the latest patch Battlefield 4 put out with the tick rate increase to 30 hertz versus 10 hertz, and kind of how the effect of it's been toward the community and toward myself. Now, the community, overwhelmingly has accepted this, and it got a lot of response during the CTE, a lot of positive response, and and even with me, I thought at first that I thought it was a great idea, and today I was thinking about things because I've recently been playing Battlefield 4 since they put the patch out, and I've just been getting really frustrated with my gameplay because I've just been getting killed like crazy, especially getting killed from angles, but that I wouldn't expect enemies to be at, or getting shot by stray bullets, that kind of thing. All because I thought about the tick rate and the hit detection being more consistent. And so I put out a thing on Twitter today saying that that I haven't had a good experience with it, and that there's a few of us that actually think that the tick rate made things worse for Battlefield 4. And there's a few of us that do. So tonight, I decided that I was going to play some Battlefield 4 and maybe try to give the hit detection and the tick rate a little fair shake. And because I've noticed that one thing, I've been, I'm a running gunner, so I kind of run around corners, do some things that maybe isn't the best in terms of infantry gameplay, especially with Battlefield 4. And, maybe before when the tick rate was as low as it was, I may have gotten away with a few things. And I actually watched CG Blackie. I don't know if you know him. He's got a YouTube channel. He's a competitive player, really good player. He's a UK guy. And I, have him on my sub list, and he puts out some pretty good tutorials and some tactics to play with. And one of the things that he talked about was minimizing your angles and peek instead of run around corners. And I'm terrible about running around corners, really bad. But I decided to try to take it a little easier today and try to do a little more peeking and use cover and try to minimize my angles as much as I could. And so this is what this gameplay is. And I jumped on Domination Server. I actually saw Exiled FPS on here. He's on my friends list on Battlelog. So I jumped in with him maybe, because I know he's a good player. I have a lot of respect for his videos and insight on the game. And so I decided to play with him and see if I could get a little competition going. Just, knowing that I would have some decent shots on the other side. So I decided to play, against him and try this stuff out. And as you can see here, I mean, I'm trying to minimize my angles. I'm still getting shot, but I'm trying to use cover as effectively as I can and try to keep my guys res. And, I was doing actually pretty good. Now here coming up, I couldn't resist this. This is stupid to do because I just ran around the corner, but everybody was away from me, and I got this crazy multi-kill. But I could have, paid dearly for doing that, if one of those guys was actually paying attention to what was going on behind them. So not necessarily the best thing to do. But regardless, I found out that by doing what I was doing, by trying to slow it down a little bit and take the advice of Blackie and, other people that I've heard this from that have a competitive background, with Battlefield 4, you just got to slow it down a little bit and try to peek a little better. Use your corners, minimize your angles, and really not try to move while you're shooting because you get penalized for strafing when you're moving, as opposed to in Battlefield 3 where you really didn't as much. So, that was kind of what I was trying to do here. And, there was at times that I actually failed pretty miserably by running around the corners. As you'll see here, I'll come around this corner, just run a gun, and boom, there's a couple guys there. One of X Factor's Wookiees that I just freaking laid out. But regardless, I ended up finding out that I was doing a lot better than I had been doing previously. So, you know what? The tick rate thing is, I'm going to kind of fall back on what I said, or renege what I said, and say that the tick rate actually is a good thing. And it's just, maybe it's just me and my gameplay that I need to really think about and analyze. Because as I did this tonight and I tried to slow it down a little bit, I really did a lot better. And even against really quality players, as you can see, playing against Fudinator and Exile and stuff. So uh, the point is, if you're having problems with tick rate and you're having problems with, you know, staying alive, it seems like your KDR's dropped or whatever. Maybe you need to really kind of analyze what your game style is, gameplay style, and try to slow it down a little bit and take some of these tips into practice for yourself by peeking around corners and prioritizing your targets by looking at guys that are your most dangerous first, and then engaging guys as they become a less priority. It's just something I was thinking about doing today, because I just could not really grasp why I was doing so much worse with Battlefield 4 as opposed to what it was before the tick rate change. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's kind of a good learning experience for me, and I'm going to try to get better at doing this, as there's still lots of times where I failed miserably. And map awareness too. That was another thing that I found out. I tried to look at the map a lot more, but as you can see here, there's guys in this Connex box, that I didn't know about. I should have known about, because they were on the map. And I could have actually gotten 2 kills out of that instead of getting the kill there and then the other guy killing me. But anyway, guys, that's all I want to talk about. So give the tick rate a chance if you're having issues like me. I definitely believe that it's more or less probably game style than it is, the actual change in the game. Because, you're actually able to land your shots a lot better with your hit detection. And so is everybody else. So you really just have to be careful and not to expose yourself to your enemy. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So guys, I hope this really helped you out. Hopefully I can get on Hardline and play some of that, since they've changed the tick rate on there now. Get out there and play it. The beta's open for everybody now. You just go to Origin and get the game. You don't have to have a closed beta code anymore. Just get in there and play it. And I'll try it out, because I actually think it is a good game. And I probably will be buying it when it comes out. I don't know if I'll be pre-ordering it. But also check out Sergeant Danger Cow's Chewing the Cud, his latest video talking about the Battlefield 4 Hardline and what he thinks about it. I actually think that he puts out some good points, and really does explain why I like Hardline a lot. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. It's coming up. Enjoy it, and we will see you on the battlefield. Bye-bye.